This week on the Bluffs Sports Zone, the heat is on. Some Reavers. First, the Blackhawks, then some Warriors. Does the streak continue? The ladies look to turn 2. Not backing down. The second-ranked team in the state gets hit by a swarm of bees. State just a few short weeks away. Any conference champs to brag about? Hello, I'm JJ Davis, and welcome to our latest edition of the Bluffs Sports Zone. And you know, pretty much it's the same thing every year for the Iowa Western men's basketball team. And that's a good thing, because every year the Reavers put up some good numbers. And in the end, for the most part, it always comes down to conference play. And Big Blue, once again, unbeaten, 2-0 in the league. Next up, a flock of blackbirds. 22nd ranked Iowa Western comes out against always tough Southeastern. The Blackhawks shoot their way out to a 9-5 lead. The Reavers defense then takes over. Javon Smith sends a message. Shadid Shabazz goes baseline at its 2013 home team. The visitors not going away on the run. Southeastern cuts at 22-17, just over 7 minutes left in the half. The women's team showing its lighter side. Iowa Western knocks down 6 threes before the break. Reese Lewis gets the bounce. Ricardo Day as time runs out. 34-25 Reavers. Big Blue energized Javon Smith on the board. Defense into offense. Shabazz just lays it in. Daytime again for the tray, and it's 43-29 Iowa Western at the break. 225 student athletes honored at halftime for achieving a 3.0 or higher for the fall semester. The Reavers outscore the Blackhawks 14-2 to start the second half. Lewis top of the key. Javon Smith wants the ball. The sophomore pours in 3 of his 15 points. Number 2 off the inbounds, 57-31 Big Blue, over 15 minutes to play.
You guys are fine right there. Listen, right here, we gotta make better cuts.
Sharing the basketball, 5 guys in double figures. Sean Doss just sticks in 13. Iowa Western out-rebounds Southeastern 47-31. Ricardo Day knocks down 10 points. The Reavers run away with it 94-64.
The defensive end of the floor that we were really committed to tonight. You know, we felt like in the last ball game when we scored 91 points and didn't win. And so this basketball team can score the basketball. And I wasn't concerned. I called a timeout and said, listen, guys, you're going to start scoring. But what kept us in that game, and then what ultimately kept us getting away from them, was our defensive effort.
We just locked in defensively and got us going offensively. So we just hit the flow.
I honestly felt like you guys became a team tonight.
Yeah, it was just a lot of ball movement and everybody just playing unselfish.
Man, honestly, I can just give all the credit to my teammates. Like today, we played so cohesive. It was just crazy. It was fun. Like I haven't felt this way in a long time, this whole season.
I agree. I thought tonight we made some steps forward as a group and as a unit, as a group together.
Big Blue runs its conference record to 3-0. Next up, at second rank and unbeaten, Indian Hills. And I'm thinking, you know, not a bad way to go to Ottumwa, because as I told Coach Jay and the guys that night, I felt like the Reavers are becoming a team, because they're going to need a team effort and then some against the second-ranked, unbeaten, and always tough Warriors. As they used to say, close, but no cigar. The Hills by 12, 84-72. Shadid Shabazz comes off the bench to lead the way with 22 points and 4 steals. Now 3 other guys in double figures, including Javon Smith with 13. The Warriors, 10 fewer turnovers than the Reavers. The second-ranked team in the country wins it at the foul line, knocking down 24 of 30. Now mark it down, Saturday, February 24th. Indian Hills comes to Reaver Arena for the last game of the regular season. I can't wait. They look to take it to the limit at Thomas Jefferson. The Titans in for a fight. But first, pouring it on. The Iowa Western women go for two when we come back.
We asked a group of employees what makes our bank special, and here is what they said.
We're available to help our community grow.
We are available to explain the benefits of electronic banking.
Being available to our customers and communities is not only what ties us together, but also what you want most from your financial institution. And our new name says just that. Welcome to Avela Bank.
At the Council Bluffs Recycling Center, we're proud of the effort our community makes to help keep Council Bluffs beautiful by participating in our curbside recycling program. Here are some tips to make sure your recyclables are accepted. If you're confused about plastics, we can help. Numbers 1 through 5 plastic food and beverage containers are acceptable. Usually the recycling triangle and the number inside are located on the bottom of containers. Items we don't take include numbers 6 and 7 plastics, styrofoam, or bags of any sort, although we encourage recycling plastic bags inside local grocery stores. Please be sure to check the calendar in our annual mailer or on our website to find out what items will be picked up each week. Blue Week items for your curbside bin include paper, cardboard, and glass containers. Green Week items for your curbside bin include plastic food and beverage containers, tin and aluminum containers, and tin foil. Thank you for helping us keep Council Bluffs beautiful.
This portion of the Bluff Sports Zone brought to you by Cutler O'Neill Meyer Woodring Family-Owned Funeral Home, serving Council Bluffs in Southwest Iowa for over 100 years.
I feel like a broken record every week. The Reavers continue to rack up the W's, and Big Blue has yet to hit its stride. That's right. Now, Coach Lindsay demands perfection. The third-year head coach knows what lies ahead, and she remembers what happened at Nationals last year. So Iowa Western once again ready to weather another storm on its home court.
Number 3, Naomi.
The Reavers hit the floor looking for their 11th win in a row, and the preview of things to come, Naomi outnadas for 3. Christelle Naiuchi inside. The Lady Storm, though, keeping it close early. Trail 16-13, but the home team closes out the quarter 11-2 runs. Anaya Jackson in the lane. Naomi outnadas again. 27-15 Big Blue after one quarter. Now the visitors cut it to 29-21 in the second, inside. But Iowa Western just owns the boards. Try 25-9 in the first half. Maya Bull back up. Outnadas 8 of 10 from the field. J.J. Johns feeling it as well from the perimeter for 3. Naomi outnadas 21 points before the break, 51-37 Reavers at the half. Second half, more the same. The freshman from French Guiana picks up where she left off. Outnadas baseline. Number 3, 11 of 16 for the game. Outnadas 28 points in 22 minutes. And J.J. Johns, 17 points, 13 boards, looking good.
Put your head down here, guys. You gotta be ready to guard.
Elsa Pardo knocks down 12 off the bench. Big Blue storms Southeast 98-70.
Yeah, we did. It kind of didn't feel like that at the end of the game, but ultimately when you win by 28 points, I think you're doing some really good things. Especially I think that last fourth quarter, I think we put some things together.
I think that as a point guard, I did what I had to do. I made plays for my team, and I made the passes I was supposed to make. I think I did pretty good.
I feel like I could have done a lot better than I did. I got a lot of rebounds, like you said, and I got a lot of catches from the guards, too.
I think we're good. Offensively, I think we've played pretty well the last couple weeks. I think defensively is the next big adjustment for us. So we've got to grow, especially man-to-man.
Iowa Western 7 regular season games left, and only 2 are away from Reaver Arena. And that's not a bad deal. And this is the time of year when the cream begins to rise to the top. And you know, That's not a bad deal either, because now the focus is all the more important. Big Blue comes marching out against the William Penn JV 2 days later. And they're off and running. Naomi Outnatus flies in. And won 8-2 Iowa Western. The home team having its way inside. J.J. Johns with the board and the bucket, 14-2. The Lady Statesmen make a charge. Michaela Manson with the rainbow. And then Angelina Cruz amongst the trees. The visitors trail 16-13. But the Reavers close out the quarter on a 10-3 run. Big Blue 7 steals in the first half. Azaria Floyd the other way to Kiera Dolman calls bank 26-16 Big Blue. Iowa Western runs out to an even bigger lead in the second quarter. J.J. Johns off the break. Outnatus then in the lane, 32-16. Defense into offense. The freshman from French Guiana lays in 16 points before the break. And then Chris Naiuchi joins in the fun all the way. And it's all Reavers 51-29 at the half. Second half, more the same. Big Blue dominating on the boards. Dahlman back up. And then Maya Bull and Iowa Western just waxed the JV 99-65.
We had a really good talk. We had something special that we were doing, talking about what can we count on each other to do. Every game, every practice, on and off the court. And I thought we saw some of that tonight. A little bit of a spark, a little bit of a fire lit under our butts. So I'm excited to see how we finish out the season.
Make that now 12 straight for Iowa Western. The Reavers haven't lost since mid-November. Keeping it indoors, Conference Kings of the Mat. Any from the Missouri River or Hawk 10? An electric night at TJ. For a moment, just for a moment. Was it possible? After the break.
For 3 decades, thousands of Southwest Iowa athletes have relied on our team, Jenny Ed Sports Med. Our sole focus is to prevent, diagnose, and treat your sports injury. And with our partners at Ortho Nebraska, we assure you'll get your own personal roadmap back to action. Don't forget about our free walk-in clinic, open every Saturday morning, August through October. Jenny Ed Sports Med.
This is the story of a boy who didn't talk for a long time. The boy liked things to always be the same. Any changes would scare and upset him. The unknown was an unfriendly place. The boy was very sensitive to lights and sounds. So he built secret hiding places where they couldn't get in. The boy didn't like looking people in the eye. He wasn't trying to be mean, it just made him feel uncomfortable. Sometimes he would flap his arms again and again.
One day I found out I have something called autism. My family got me help. Slowly, I found my voice and learned all the ways I could live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
It's been completely one-sided these last few years. Lewis Central has just dominated Thomas Jefferson on the court. The undefeated and second-ranked Titans come to TJ looking to rack up another easy W. But you know what? This is not your daddy's Yellow Jackets. And Lewis Central is about to find out. Kearney recruit Megan Holt and the second-ranked Titans look to fly around the Hive. Tyra Conti and the Yellow Jackets have other ideas. Now it looks good for LC early. Megan Whitty for 3, and it's 5-0. On the run, inside, then back out to McKenna Polson. Lewis Central shoots its way to a 12-4 lead. But the home team cuts it to 6 after 1 quarter. Allison Schubert underneath.
And they got to drive and score.
TJ head coach Devin Schoenig says look to score, and the Jackets do. Alyssa Schubert to the bank. And then Conti to Alyssa to Latea Willie. And it's now 14-12 visitors. Holt to Whitty. 20-16 Titans. But Willie says ditto for the tray. Count it. And one. A 4-point play. And it's tied at 20. LC takes a 1-point lead into the break. Alyssa Pomranke sticks it. Thomas Jefferson heads into the locker room down 24-23. Yellow Jackets pick it up in the third quarter. Willie drives in with 2 of her 17 points. Allison Schubert attacks the basket, 27-24 TJ. Megan Whitty goes baseline for 2 of her 14, 28-27 Lewis Central. Willie counters, 29-28. And then Conti to the cutting Skylar Ritter, 31-28 Thomas Jefferson. Back and forth, Pomranke nails it, 35-33 visitors. Allison Schubert right back, and it's 35 all after 3. LC head coach Derek Archer implores his All-State player to take over, and she does. Megan Holt draws the foul, 37-35 Titans. The home team goes cold. Lewis Central outscores the Jackets 17-3 in the fourth quarter. Holt again, the senior, 12 of her game-high 20 points in the final 8 minutes. LC outscrambles TJ 52-38.
It wasn't really a new concept for us. I mean, we've seen pressure like that before, but for whatever reason tonight, it got to us. But at the same time, what I'm looking at is I look in the fourth quarter, we come out, no turnovers in the fourth quarter, and do the things necessary we need to do to win the game.
Did you make a conscious decision to start the fourth quarter to say I'm taking over?
Yeah, I mean, I just had a rough start, and I just knew I needed to pick it up, and for us to be able to finish strong, and that's just what I did, and we all picked it up.
What did it mean to put forth this type of effort?
It felt really good, you know, they're 14-0, and for us to come in and play that close of a game, it just feels awesome, but we still lost, so that's all that matters.
For 3 quarters until we ran out of gas, I think we were every bit as good or as effective tonight as they were, and that's exciting. That's exciting for our kids, it's exciting for our school. We just got to find a way to build on it and keep moving forward.
So the second-ranked team in the state, Lewis Central, stays unbeaten, but not without a fight from a crosstown rival. Thomas Jefferson is on the rise. Lewis Central stays unbeaten by destroying Glenwood by 39. Thomas Jefferson rebounds, is now 10-6. AL has won 3 in a row. The Lynx 10-6. The Saints 1 game under 500 at 8-9. Now to the guys. You know, in all honesty, I cannot remember the last time the Yellow Jackets knocked off the Titans. I mean, it's been that one-sided. But, as we just found out with the young ladies, on any given night. Lewis Central comes sprinting out of the blocks with the steal. And then Cole Jensen off the glass, 8-3 LC. The turnabout is fair play. Cameron Lukowski the other way. And it's 8-7. The visitors finding the open man. Jensen again, 19-10 Titans. But the home team staying within range. Chandler Squibb at the buzzer. TJ trails 19-13 after 1. Nate Kreifels drawing up plans for his Yellow Jackets. Lewis Central jumps out 27-13 in the second quarter, the 6'4 Jensen having his way in the post. Thomas Jefferson comes running back, Gerard Sampson with the finish. And then the quarterback, Mitch Flowers, just knocks down the 3, and the Jackets trail 31-24 at the break. LC outscores TJ 19-10 in the third. Seth Weinland lays it in, 46-31. But the Yellow Jackets hanging around. Tayshawn Hand, corner pocket. Dane Norville and the Titans drive in 50-34 heading into the final quarter.
22, look to get out, okay? Deny the ball, look to trap, take the charge.
Veteran head coach Dan Miller in control. Now Thomas Jefferson and Chandler Squibb cut it to 11 with 6 minutes to go. Lukowski almost the same spot. But Cole Jensen leads the way, 22 points, Norville 20. Lewis Central outscores the Jackets 61-46.
Not surprised in the city game. Everybody plays a little bit harder, and I thought they did as well. So give them credit for great effort. I thought they played really well. So it's just always hard to win on the road, no matter where you are. So, but I thought our guys did just enough to obviously win the game.
When you get the ball in the post, you looking to pass or to score?
Well, I mean, if I can get to the rim and get fouled, get to the free throw line, that always helps us as a team. But I'm looking to get other guys shots, get other guys open for some shots.
What do you take away from a game like this? City rival, you hung tough, but you still fell short.
I think it's just us working harder. We need to work harder. We need to stay together as one and just push as one team.
Oh, it's inspiring, but we want to get there. We want to cross that door and start winning games like that.
Thomas Jefferson shows signs of improvement and, more importantly, want to. And Lewis Central racks up another W against a crosstown rival. The Titans one game over 500 at 8-7. TJ sits at 3-12. Abraham Lincoln's coming on. Double overtime win against SC West. The Lynx sent SC North south the next day. St. Albert and all those seniors, 10-6. Look out for the Birds come playoff time. Next up, our play of the week. Got a number to choose from. Grappling with success, league tournaments, then districts, then state. One at a time. On the other side.
The Spring into Spring Show at the Mid-America Center, February 23rd through the 25th. Ideas are on display for a variety of uses, from practical to extravagant, from inside the home to the outdoors. Advice and help also on hand for senior living and home entertainment. It's all available from some of the top-rated companies in the Midwest. The Spring into Spring Show at the Mid-America Center, February 23rd through the 25th. Online at cbhomeshow.com.
The coolest high school event I have ever covered, just a few weeks away. But before state, before districts, that's right, there's the conference tournaments. Now Lewis Central hosts the Hawkeye 10. And you know, a little home cooking doesn't hurt anybody this time of year. So does it in fact help the Titans? LC places 6 Titans in the finals, but first, 3-time state qualifier Gabe Kelgard records his 150th career win at 145. The senior outguts Creston's Mitchell Swank 3-2 in the semis.
It's crazy to think that I'm a senior that I've gotten 150 wins. It goes by fast. I know everybody says it, but it's true.
106-pound final. Lewis Central freshman Tanner Wink gets 2 to tie it at 4 against Benjamin Smits from Carroll Kemper, but Smits escapes with a 7-4 win. Then at 113, LC freshman Tabor Dominguez mauls Caden Bolton from Preston Orient Maxburg in the second period. Dominguez, a Hawk 10 champ.
It's awesome. I love it. As a freshman, it feels awesome, and I'm so excited for my next few years doing this tournament.
145-pound final. Trevor Anderson from Glenwood takes down Gabe Kelgard. But Gabe fights back, gets the head out for 2, but Anderson holds on for a 5-4 win. And then at 152,
Get out of that if you don't want it.
Caleb Kingery just takes down Justin McCunn from Red Oak 5-1. Kingery is a conference king.
Sounds pretty good. I like how recently district and past conference I've been seeded like third and then trying to upset the bracket, but this year I got seeded first. Could prove to them that it was the right choice to seed me at first.
160-pound final. The Titans' Willie Wall has Glenwood's Brett Miller on his back in the first period. The senior not going to be denied. Wall, in awe, takes home a Hawkeye 10 title.
It means a lot. I mean, this was one of my goals at the beginning of the season. I went out every practice, fought for it every day, and just now I know that they all paid off. That really helps.
We're peaking, I think, at the right time, which is always the goal, right? And our leaders are showing the rest of the team what happens at the end of the season, bringing them along, showing them what it's like to compete at the top level.
So Lewis Central walks away with 3 conference champions. LC takes 3rd overall behind Glenwood and Creston Orient Maxburg. The state tournament just weeks away. Meanwhile, 3 guys from the Bluffs crowned kings in the MRC tournament. Mason Allen and Cesar Salazar from Thomas Jefferson, and Lanny Herzog from Abraham Lincoln. Now Lanny takes the title for the 3rd year in a row, so way to go, guys. The 12th-ranked Iowa Western wrestling team pins 3 opponents at the Midwest Duels. The Reavers knock off Northwest Kansas Tech, Always Tough Labette, and Neo Show. As head coach Josh Watts said afterwards, we are moving in the right direction. Now it's time for our play of the week. So what's it going to be? On the court or the mat? The Hawkeye 10 wrestling tournament comes to Lewis Central. 160-pounder Willie Wall is ready for it. Championship final, first period. Wall lays down the law, sticks Brett Miller from Glenwood. The Titans' Willie Wall, Hawk 10 champ, with our play of the week. All right, so there you go. Now, in case you have not heard, this is the last edition of the Bluff Sports Zone. We are going in another direction here at Iowa Western. And I just want to take the time out to say thank you. Thank you to the coaches, the teams, the parents, and of course, the grandparents for allowing me to cover your kids. And a very special, heartfelt thank you to the boys and girls, to the student athletes I've had the pleasure of covering in between the white lines, of course, through good times and bad. You have given me memories that I won't soon forget. And so, for the latest and this last edition of the Bluff Sports Zone, I'm J.J. Davison. As always, I'll see you around.